Girl Talk Body Odors. Tip for young ladies. So, ladies, taking care of your hygiene is one of the most important things that you can do as a woman. Okay. Um, some women I know are not taught to manage their hygiene, and I totally understand that. But here's the first thing I want to say is every day you should be taking care of your hygiene. You should be brushing your teeth. You should be combing your hair. You should be washing your body with via either taking a bath or shower, something along those lines. You need to be using soap. You need to be using a wash rag, some type of washcloth to thoroughly cleanse your body. And do not use the same cloth that you used yesterday today. Okay. You need a fresh cloth every time. All right. Because what happens is you're washing bacteria on your body again. Okay. You just wash your face, your neck, your body, then you come wash down your genitals and then wash your legs, wash your feet, right? And then you squeeze the rag out and then you hang it up and then you use that same rag the next day. No, absolutely not. Because all of the germs and bacteria that you just washed away are now on that rag and you're about to apply it back to yourself. So I wanted to go ahead and highlight that. Another thing is after you get out of the shower, make sure you dry off properly. Get a towel. Start from head to toe, okay? After that, when you get ready to put your clothes on, go ahead and make sure you're moisturized. Get you some lotion or body butter, something along those lines, so you're not out here looking dusty or crusty, something along those lines. Because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes we have dry, cracked feet, and that's not cute as a lady. So make sure you hit the ankles of your, the back of your feet. Get your hands, make sure they're all hydrated and things like that. Now, also, if you have perfume, you can spray on perfume, you know, maybe 3 sprays, not too much, okay? We don't want to go around walking like a bottle of perfume, especially those kinds of perfumes that are real alcoholic. They have like a strong alcohol, so let's not do that. And test your fragrances out. See what works well for you. I will say that I've used some fragrances and I'm like, yeah, no, this smell right here is starting to give me a headache. So you will have to take your time and do a little research on what works best for you and your body. Okay. Another thing is when it's your time of the month, your period, make sure you provide extra care and attention to your body, okay? Because sometimes what happens is women end up having a fishy smell, and we're not going to act like that doesn't occur commonly within women because it does, right? It could be sometimes your period may have a very irony smell because of the blood, and then it may have a fishy smell, or sometimes it could be like bacterial vaginosis. But I will say, one, if you have not had the opportunity to see an OBGYN, please make an appointment. You do want to have your lady parts looked at to make sure they're functioning properly, and if you are having any odors or any issues down there, you do want to let the doctor know that, because it could be something simple as, bacterial vaginosis, a um, yeast infection, or sometimes it can be an STD. And you want to take care of that, because sometimes you may think you got it in the clear, you're spraying perfume and stuff like that, but no, people can still smell that. I remember one time some years ago, when I was in high school, this girl would get on the bus and she would have this rotten type of smell, and the boys would pick on her so bad. And I was like, oh my goodness, I feel so sorry for her, because you don't know what's going on with people. But as I got older, one thing about me, I don't know if it's just my mind, I'm going to start researching stuff. I'm like, what would cause somebody to smell dead? And it was linked to some type of STD. So ladies, again, get yourself checked as well and follow up with a doctor if you're having any issues down there. Okay. Another thing, ladies, and then regularly change your pad or your tampon. You should not have the same pad on all day. You should change it depending on your flow, because I know some people have a heavier flow where they may have to change it more often than others, but you should be changing your pad regularly. Tampon, the same thing, because again, sometimes it carries a smell. And ladies, and also you can always keep some extra pads, extra tampons with you. Sometimes you may need to use panty liners if you discharge, and discharge is normal, but sometimes people decide to wear a panty liner in case it is a little too much for them. So also, ladies, don't be afraid to have wipes. You can use wipes And when you dispose of your pads and tampons and things like that, wrap them up so they're not just exposed out to the public. And even though it's in a trash can, like wrap it up. Sometimes you can use the liner, the wrapper from the new pad that you're about to apply. You can wrap it up in tissue, wrap it up. And then also, when you're looking, when you get up, look at the toilet to make sure that you didn't leave any blood or anything like that behind, because you do want to clean up. You don't want to leave the area nasty and things like that. So those are just some tips. More to follow. Take care of your oral hygiene, okay? Brushing, flossing, get a water pick if you need to. Um, use mouthwash. Use toothpaste that works well for you. I know I use fluoride toothpaste because it helps with cavities, but I know a lot of people are I'll say woke and say, oh no, fluoride blocks this and blocks that. I get it. So, you just gonna have to do what works best for you. I do the coconut oil pulling as well because I just feel like it does help. Also, you can use baking soda and peroxide. I mean, of course, do your research. These are just my remedies. So use at your own risk, okay? Because I do use peroxide and baking soda to brush my teeth sometime as well. It just helps with the whitening process. But you should be seeing a dentist usually about 2 times a year for a regular cleaning. And I know with COVID happening and everything that's going on with the world, people kind of don't have the funds right now. So do the best that you can with what you have, okay? So also, ladies, when you leave the house, make sure something is done to your head, okay? You should never look like you just got out of the bed. And don't get me wrong, this is a judge-free zone. I'm just talking to y'all woman to woman, friend to friend, because I know how life can be, life can go. Sometimes we just don't have the energy. Sometimes we're dealing with depression. Sometimes we are dealing with just some things that just make us say, you know what, I'm just not in the mood to take care of all of this stuff today. I'm just not. But I will say also, if you are struggling with depression or stress, anxiety, just having any issues where you feel like you can't maintain yourself or your hygiene, call the crisis line because there could be something more that's going on with you, and I want you to get help. Okay, y'all know I used to be a crisis counselor, so I'm gonna connect y'all with resources. I'm gonna try to help y'all. So call the crisis line or reach out to a therapist. I'm partnered with some companies. I'll link the info down below as well. But y'all know I love y'all, so I want what's best for you. So, one, when you leave the house, make sure you look presentable. Two, make sure every day you're managing your hygiene. Okay, you should be brushing every day. You should have some type of soap and water every day. Okay, every day because we're women. We get musty. We get sweaty and that's just a bacteria breeding ground. So take care of your hygiene every day. Another one, make sure you wear deodorant. Okay. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I've struggled with deodorants. There have been times I'm like, I got deodorant on and I'm still musty, like what is going on? So you gotta do your research on what deodorant works best for you because all deodorants are not created equal. Okay? All deodorants are not created equal. It got to the point I said, well, what am I eating? What is going on? I gotta get men's deodorant or something. But sometimes our bodies just react a certain way to certain type of deodorant. So that's another way. Those are just some quick tips, ladies. And I got some resources down in the description box if you want to order some hygiene products and take care of yourselves. Love y'all. Bye, ladies.